Hi guys, so welcome back. A lot of people have requested about this topic, and when I really thought about this topic, it came up so many tips and ideas that I wish that I knew before I started in high school, because I didn't know literally anything because it was so new to me. I didn't really have expectations, and I really wish that someone had told me, because I was literally struggling in some areas. So I wish that someone had told me. So now I have written down some general tips or ideas to think about before you start in high school, or it can be also new school. And here's some just general tips, but if you like to see more tips, I would really appreciate if you guys commented or write to me, so I know that you want this kind of videos. So the first tips that I have is that in high school, especially here in Sweden, it is 3 years, and it can seem really long. Like 3 years, yeah, it seems really long time, but it isn't that long. It is actually really short, and time flies away. So I really want you guys to take photos and pictures when you have an event in your school, or maybe you can start with a photo battle in your class or something, or you can take picture of you and your friends every day, and it will, after some years, when you look back at these pictures or videos, it'll be so much fun to watch, and it just brings up so many memories, but also so much emotions. So I really wish you guys did that, because it just really nice memories, and I did that. I took a lot of pictures, videos, and I really love watching them, because it just reminds me of I had so much great time there. And the second thing is that it is okay to change your friend group, because when you start in a new school and you form your friend group, it can be so easy that you stay in that group forever, and so you don't really try to learn other people in your class or your parallel class. So you just end up in your group, and sometimes during these 3 years a lot can happen. We outgrow each other, and we can also have different interests, different things going on. So it is okay to change your friend group. You can be friends with anyone, but to change your group, when sometimes it can be like that, your class can be very grouped, so this group will be there and there and there and there, so it'll be really difficult to change the group, but it is okay to do that. And you are who you surround yourself with. So if you surround yourself with people who are not really interested in school, maybe they have different values than you have, maybe you should consider if you would like to hang out with them. Maybe you could hang out with them after school instead of in school, because maybe they aren't really focused in school. So you are who you surround yourself with, so think about that. So the third thing is that the third one is that don't be afraid to ask questions, especially during class. when the teacher is bringing up a really difficult topic, or it can be an easy topic or a new topic. It can be really difficult to understand, and don't be afraid to ask questions, because there are so many times I literally didn't ask a question, and the teacher was like, "Oh, do you guys have any question? I can explain to you guys more easier." And no one asked question, including me, because I was like thinking about in my head that, oh, I don't really understand this, and I was too afraid to ask question. But the thing is that when you start asking question and understand your material from the beginning, it will be so much easier for you to understand the much harder stuff. For example, math. If you don't understand the fundamental stuff, the easy part, when the thing you learn in the beginning, then it will be so hard for you then to apply that knowledge into the harder questions. And if you don't understand that, you can barely do the questions that are more difficult. So when you start to understand the most fundamental one and asking more questions, that will lead that you will learn so much from the topic, and it will be so much easier, and it will save your time. It will literally save your time. So please ask questions. And if you don't dare to ask questions, you can email your teacher, or you can ask your teacher after class. There are so much opportunities. You can just ask, and you will get help, hopefully. And the fourth one is that when you are in high school, you will have different subjects. Some will be easier for you and some will be more difficult for you. And it is okay to fail sometimes. If you have failed when you have presentation and you didn't prepare well, it's okay to fail, because you will learn more about the failure than if you didn't fail. So learn from a failure and learn. So the fifth one is that when you have a lot in school, for example, projects, tests, assignments, group projects, presentations, and it can be really difficult sometimes and so stressful. So during that time, the key is taking a break, because by only doing projects and afterwards you're doing assignments, afterwards you're doing this and doing this, if you don't have a time to rest, it will have a really bad impact for your mental health. And to rest, it isn't a bad thing, because it empowers you more and you will get more energy. And there are some few ways to do that. For example, if you are in school and if you're friends and you are studying together, you can take breaks and make the breaks more funnier. So if you take, for example, 15 minutes break, you can me and my friend actually went to the toilet and went to YouTube and searched for karaoke and sing it in the toilet, and we filmed it, and it was so much fun to do that. It was like something like, oh, I'm just singing out loud. And you can also do so many other things, to go out and take a walk or listen to your favorite music. Just do something during the break, because it will help you a lot. okay, take a break. And the last one is really, really, really important. It is that your grades don't define you. Your grades don't define you, who you are as a person. There will be some assignments, there will be tests where you perform less. And you will think about to yourself, oh, why did I get this grade? Because I have studied a lot. I have done that. And sometimes we think about internally, like, what have I done? Something wrong. Oh, I shouldn't have rested. You should rest, and your grades don't define you. Your performance don't define you. Take that in and really focus and really think that in the future, about in 10 years from now, will I think about this moment? And the answer probably might be no. You will have forgotten that event. And so it isn't that important. So don't let the grade define who you are, that you didn't do enough, that you should have done better. Oh, you're just a bad student. No, you're not. You're human. And don't let it define you. And I hope it really helps you guys. So I have lots of other tips if you like to watch. And I really wish that someone had told me some of the stuffs, because it will have helped me a lot. So thank you guys for watching, and see you soon, and bye.